Awusuafo ne ahwefo emu bi akobade ba Unidek TV so send the day kan obodi answer betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no wija comment was ne betumi.
You know, it's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about Unidek TV. Please subscribe to Unidek TV. Subscribe.
Brother, me watching.
Hello?
Me watch you.
Oh, me do so.
And I'm Pumboko, dear.
Me I don't be I boko.
What the woman? Who said NPP? Quite a more fast restructure party towards 2028 elections. You know, what the Abbas a beya and party constitution, one and system. Now, and come a munch to say.
Oh, I'm saying so. The proposal I made a constitutional amendment committee. Now, this is a proposal I made during the last National Executive Committee meeting and the National Council meeting. And so we all recognize that we've been through a very difficult stage of the party's development. We have to admit that we were defeated in a massive way, and we can't continue with things or business as usual. And that's why I made those proposals. First and foremost, we feel that if I would think of Kasa followed NPP platforms, feel that electoral college, city at TSC, and I said, why you my party or constituency because we're the chairman 3 terms. But yeah, on your chairman view. Now, so, or a or experience or knowledge, I'll be to the Abua party. And to see a hot bar on your chairman view on to be no dear. We should say a hiding. We will have a former MP. Constituency, only constituency, in India. Only on baby because on your MPP. Intimidate say all these former officers. In fact, they there a taba album ne honi na say. Ubu na a polling station executive 2000 and 2004 and 2008. Because beer. MP no for be person ba na we polling station elections na ya no basa kasa obeti say be na say ye be free all those people na at least why executive down there say ye man ye say almost to me to abani bia sa ani bre na be ba say ye we free we ka ho be do why the 2 albums na to abani na to be because why a polling station da executive that even in 1992 now the TSC now free media and I just say a man who quite was no say ultimate to Sabanibi the back to DCs MCs that for HMUNI it will bring a certain level of inclusivity bema one full say party no you almost in chain because you be anyone yeah say we do one bar for Rema party now why you Juma party a bit do say ye be pa also won't count. You don't have a voice in it. So people feel alienated, also say you almost in change. And the mission says it to create every constituency be only more. One way the executive positions 2022, 2018, 2014, 2012. Now they know themselves. And the Nigeria say Jama constituencies know themselves to make sure say all the former executives are put into a caucus until they all become delegates to be able to express their opinion and vote for parliamentary candidates and presidential candidates and national officers. Nigeria said it will create a certain energy at the bottom of the party. But many people in Kenya can be abba say almost party no one can be anywhere who you are my friend. Oh, there's also another thought say Nkayembe Mukwana Ubia or ka so and Twaba. Well, I think eventually BIA will get there, but this is what I call a limited expansion. A bit BIMO cafe. It could increase the voting population to anything between 2 million and 3 million. So for the party, and no, I think will be more representative at the base level. A bit boa. Until I proposal and two anymore. Secondly, me found it true and say to me, yes, yeah. Many people are part of the electoral college, some of the Betwaba, there. Let me feel say, in any presidential candidate, no, coming. Because you say, Ukoye, Otwaba be our party, ma. As far as no one, there's a lot of financial pressure. Will be our no afro. There's a constant election, there's a polling station, there's a electoral area coordinator, there's a constituency chairman, right up to national level. By the time you better to all these elections, maybe from polling station, electoral area, constituency, region, national, now it creates a lot of factionalism in the party. Apart from say a bit pressure, financial pressure to system, so allow for monetization of the process, and also so it creates that kind of division. See, ya to a baby. See, all former officers at the polling station level for polling station for every electoral cycle, they are about 200,000. To the go back to the mini electoral cycle, but you go well past 2 million people eligible to vote in that election. See, it will reduce the monetization of politics at the base level, and by the time I be after that, in 2 years time, when the next round of national elections almost mandate expire in 2026, yes, in 2026. Wow, person do for rest of your party chairman, general secretary, announcer, treasurer, announcer constituent. Say, ye baba tied ye and see what makes you say a beboa. Ama, and no is likely to create more harmony and cambum at the local level. And me feel that a beboa. The third thing was super delegates. And no, it's just 276 constituency chairmen. Constituency with so many voters, one person network. The 272 regional executives, the 88 members of parliament. In Kamboma, it will be less than 800 with the 30 council of elders. The last time members of parliament 139, it was still under 1,000. And per 1,000 there, it's liable to manipulation and monetization. And they don't represent the base of the party. They cannot adequately represent the base of the party. And also, so Mujiri says, the party Nankasa, the grassroots, no, do no, and Twabano. No one I polling station from 1992, 96 through to 2000, 2004. P. Betiasi. Now, Omudi Yao said, Naya Kotwaba. Now, said the Omodi one up to Hawaii, Juma party. Said no on your polling station executive, one of the continuing Kotwabanibi. Now, for Impaka Krabi and F in Numbi a war, and they are power and see one, no crown, a quite fast of power and see one crown, and no crown, they are contentious because those are your constitution, man. Every police station should have a register. Time I'm a general secretary, me prepare, me printed registers for all the 38,000 polling stations. And so, Nipano, sa meetings and every polling station. Ebe no mahu nti so won kosia no mato aba nye obi ne be free baby abeka se na ye beto aba ha wo mo enemy ho because we polling station meetings normally nipa ba be at 25 20 15 very hardly now because you know polling station meetings in the hardcore party activists someone attend the polling station executive meetings. One they decided who their polling station executives are. Nasa police station executives, no more Juma Delman is soon as on Betwabo. Oh, my Juma is on Bay Juma advocacy for the party at the local level, monitor our electoral register in that polling station. Polling station, be an Obama, a more back house.
General,
yeah,
but who by Nasa police station executives, no. Now, so will be cry a tro, the bag, a man, profession, no trash or delegate. Others, oh, yenny impending for NPP. To baby a crowd who say, just I about one or more.
And then American say polling station, say you polling station manual party. And what that? Now, so a lot of people claim him say polling station manual. And not show a Juma polling station executive where Juma has a way. So, we will film identify almost any mom so many MP before almost 17 or mobile code 18. I'm betting me don't better register. And so, oh, you want to be yes, I delegate. It's being delegate now. It is not known in our constitution. There is no position called delegate in the NPP constitution. Now, so, a Juma idea almost as a polling station executive, because I know they are trying. And then I don't know a TV program, but you so be there and person so I'm person me delegate, you know, because of Niama say be no and you should say and no create that distance between the party and the general populace. And if you increase your democracy, let's be a police station that no one to mean you need free more. Then Casa name me by election for me nipa 5 and none I do when you went in to qua and back. So nipa na ye adwuma at the polling station that he should be a part of the electoral college. We should say going forward and say and no crown future polling station elections to be less contentious because Mr. Me put my polling station executive that as a constitutional man kwanse mitimi to aba. We are got to for no me nyakra mesa to aba. So to be a nyame na made polling station organization but having been a member before no me to aba. See any sa won't you you from near the it be free ho. Me did this say a beboa. Until I'm this agent, the party should consider that. I spoke at it during the National Executive. I put it in writing to the Constitution, the Constitution Amendment Committee. With the Presidential Prime Minister, the date is decided by the National Council. You don't need any constitutional amendment. It just gives you a limit of 24 months to the next election. So you can do it any time before that. Man feels that as soon as we've been able to open up the electoral register and make sure that all these people are who are MP for 3 terms, not to say we're free so. And so you're talking about on to be. I mean, how can that be? So until the person doesn't feel an organic link to the party, that sense of belonging now who say or can was so boa near the now you be so that the phone party cried and in shall say that the phone of 92. And then you can't some cry in Fero and cannot come home. So, Tiasimquano, Frimudia, Mijin said they have a responsibility facing a moment. It brings the whole party together as one. Nekobana Sani to me be registered to that level. That may be an interim step that gradually be eventually. It means to say a registration system need to be making sure that card holders no doors one. And no, they say eventually, develop systems will be a work hard to meet Waba. I'm sure that eventually we'll get that, but you started from zero, where we are now, straight on beer. And when I'm sure there may be issues. Until then, let's bring in all those who have been left out. Now, once you're in a Bema amount for any feeling to energize the party at the base, Bema doors from Kumbiaba. Say, yes, we know, you can't. I mean, you're so party no fire drink, and as you come here, that level of participation will restore the confidence that people have in the electoral process. They open up in Yapa, wouldn't at least almost to them, I drink. Do don't know to a man, then so or NPP. Until I'm the those proposals number.
Now, what did buy an Peninsula Jenny saying?
Oh, I mean, there was in the room there was general acceptance. I mean, of course. The only thing was maybe no say, there was a little confusion Obia one again. So party there, it be and what is important is that let's broaden the base of the electoral college. And we broaden the base of the electoral college in a big way. So, we also recognize the flag bearer is the most important person in the party rally behind. And Emma, the participation is broad-based. You just have broad-based participation. By the time a national executive is almost mandate to be in 2026, one corporate bill and say, oh, but no one but candidate near the NACO. The Kwabena says he started polling station. Where people win a board member, region where candidate to win a support to me, region who for candidate to win a support to me. There is no harmony. So until at the end of the day, you should look at the current situation. It's not the best for ourselves. Until you cannot be business as usual. I think we should flip it. It's time for us to take a closer look at it. Tension down in the party. Ena sinipa do no aso toa. Wombe yi omakuma matoa ma obia otu ne ho si ho, ode ne ho aba for wasum party. Owe ni die owe bu o kasapa party for no ginidi. Nyese bi obi huska obitumi akotua nipa kakra bia meme skamayo nema. And nona ekum the politics of this country. I think we should reduce the monetization of politics in our country and therefore allow proper leaders, because leadership may hire or man. If we have well-meaning, public-spirited individuals, almost 2 years, one just say a person or mine, and no here, and none of them in human form who's a baby. There is beauty and a sense of fulfillment in serving your country. May who politics as a way of making money. Sadiana, a hygiene, and now share pressure. Grassroots maybe to current government. So because of no party can come into power and give all their 5, 6, 7 million supporters jobs. You can't do it. But party and she said create an economic environment that can help anybody thrive. So maybe I will be as a table now. The family now. This is build the economy spread the development around the country. Oh, yes, over Kumasi and Ankara. Now, what to me, the obey, so that you can realize your God-given potential without having to do. It's just a politics in Kwana bit to my family. Me, engineering. Did the near man what to do? I mean, engineering practice. The man, the Kwabena sit down and count. So the practice where people go into government and then all of a sudden you see or die 3 or die 4, no? That is unfortunately giving a wrong signal to Nchirimano into Usha. So or university no join party because of the placement, papa, or per scholarship or per national service. Who said, dear Nameyamo, always what can I get out of the system? This is what we have to change. There has to be a paradigm shift in our politics. The leaders, there's a leader by example. There's a leader by example, better than Chimano Abanasa. And that's what I talked about during the last primaries. I can say triple S, service, a strong sacrifice, all the whole bar for real, and selflessness. The bishop will not go bit me, dear ma, do only be now the man no word. And no, never more minor ye. The Indian says, Kasem no Sabi, Ubianeska, now to transfer money to the native Ghana. This is not the Ghana that we know. We don't waste money. And it is materialism that has taken over this country. And if we, the leaders of our parties, don't stop that and we don't speak against that. After all, you can live a fulfilled life. I believe, I've lived a fulfilled life. You don't need to have 100 houses or 20 houses. Even if you have 2, 3 houses, that's fine. The Obra, damn it, things here. No, let me see 1999, 2000, press secretary to the president. I'm happy. So what bad? I'm a woman, time is spirit of contentment. I could be press secretary to conform because they are dying. What they are dying? Just break a mortar. We need to learn to serve society. Every Sikan Crawford, Tugun Crawford, and no being a Sagana, we don't even know the source of the money. No, we pay to DHD. What kind of society are we building? We can't do that. And the media, I want to make a woman, Nyamedia Mame, at my age, as I say, me calling I will fight for propriety in Ghana. But the Mahodin, and with the very principles that anchored the formation of this political party. Tarocha nominum penning for I didn't boat nominade. Almost is your dial. One more time, they are boat party.
I miss Agenin boat or torn it down.
Near the Amube Diaconum, Stephen Kirku, CEO Nyano, Anderson, A.K. Deku, because I like being silent nominee. I said, we are no, will be a fuma, they quite.
That was then. Say contemporary politics, you come over some name.
I don't accept that was then. Be a Subaya and Fata. And Sumaya Sumsika and Assassin or mine. The small beers on Koyajuma, they believe that you can be before. You can have a fulfilled life without being rich. And we here, maybe tell me, Skinny, that is all you need in society to be happy. And you cannot buy contentment. Kenya politics now, a man for money I did because if you said a bit, the kind of going out the going. Oh, the capital. Kwame, two things to see. Now, send me first school, the young people, be test controlled by my office. Then Busam say, oh, mama made their wildest dreams. A dime saying I'll pay, cars saying I'll pay. Sika saying I'll be issue a man saying I'll be okay, come over. May no more calculations be converted at current. A new man on me, I mean, he drew $1.5 million. And Zubati will be a first Sika Buma, will be all the Sika never go past the Kana say good bank on a 000 who Sika now find idea and farm money is useless. It is of no use to society. And we have to begin to speak like you, the media, you have forgotten your duty to society as fourth estate. Papa, and you pay who to buy me the Oman. Now, to trust them in somewhere in Fata, cannot and throw me, and people have allowed themselves to become mercenary. What I call slash and burn politics in this country. Why? What kind of society is that? You are intuitive. And none of them politics maybe because we must assume society. You can live a fulfilled life without being massively rich. Because when you play the Debbie. So, and then who got to be free when we are. We are done we are in the area. Now, vegetables.
I am ready. And son Abacon, Mamusa Debbie. And in respect of the expansion, said of electoral college, You've been saying this for years, and my Kwame ni Pebia no woman yet. And this is one man the way we must say taking cue from that, expansion no mobile no Kwame best one.
In America, say let's start with all former office holders. And so we end this in here, you could not have been an office holder unless what is not over NPP. So I think that being fully and a beer. That possibility, I think is just marginal. People are overstating that possibility. Eventually, we see that we should get there. Eventually, but when we are the confronting here on I think that before July, August, they say yes, so that we can move on. We don't have time. So the more we until I'm funny say, there are point in there be, and no, so we are a polling station officer, chairman, organizer. In 1996, not to we not here. But my trouble, would the only counterparts are no more 2000, 2004, 2008. A baby, you cross the 2 million barrier. And once you have more than 2 million to 3 million people voting, I think it will be difficult to come scatter and that will be disabused. And if you say, Sa threat na wo kan wasem se kofo betime awuwu mu de. Me nyini se former executive bi. Oye nani ni me ho. It match the no executive wo me constituency in 1996. So we need, that's why my first proposal is that all the 275 or so constituencies come back. They have the data, they have the information. All their former polling station executives and bring them back into the voting arrangement. More opportunity to express their opinion and also participate. So participation in here. So come one. And no, you talk about it. Do near Abiano, until the Yakra, or also Oyebi or Countino. You feel a sense of responsibility to campaign. And this are a party in the Senate and County Min Kotwaban. No, a beck from Kase. So I think that is the first step. Eventually, I'm sure that the one man, one vote, almost an home of when we've got the systems and the architecture in place, and now with digitization, we should be able to do it. But that may take us a bit more time. We have them available. It also capable of expanding a bit. Be at the end of Kasepa. Timisu said, "Be."
You are medal pay.
Kwame medal. Na mesewa. Akwanya wenya oti radio studio. Mese. Na me am simple say me show. We dey Canabon to me acquire bra.
Mate.
Na yemi nkomo. Because to be the way I'm the party no fair on niema. Mo promote niema party no mesrem. Party the nipa na wo e dey from to yinina we can't be perfect, but we all have to build Ghana. Our mind here something a friend among yourself. We want to build a country. We can't build a country by destroying ourselves and destroying each other. It won't help any of us. Since elections, we need the first person I'm no akasa, me nkasa baby.
Bye bye.
Abusuafo ne ahwefo emu bi akobade ba Unidek TV so send the day adi kan obodi answer betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no gya comment was ne betumi.
You know, it's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about Unidek TV. Please subscribe to Unidek TV. Subscribe.